YouTube, what is up? Long time. If any administrators out there are watching this, I'm locked out of my Mega Man 83 with 2G's account because I forgot the password to that email a long time ago, and it's kind of a junk email. So I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon about that. Anyway, yeah, this is kind of like a look over of the Mosko Moto Nomax tank bag. I was on the fence about buying this tank bag for a long time, and then I just decided to pull the trigger after looking at mostly a lot of videos and reviews of the Nomad, the previous version of this bag. Because there's only a handful, maybe like 4 or 5 videos I could find on the Nomax, the new tank bag. So, yeah, I couldn't see really inside the components inside the bag and get like a real feel and look for how how it was not laid out, but yeah, I just wanted more detail out of the videos that I saw, just inside the bag and like the structure and everything. So I just pulled the trigger and I ordered it, and so far, obviously I haven't used it on my bike yet. I'm planning on doing an Appalachian trip this summer, coming 2021, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, from what I saw so far, it looks like it's going to fit the bill. I basically wanted something to substitute as my backpack. Part of the thing that sold me on this was the hydration bladder. Fits 2 liters of water, as I'm sure most of you know. But really, I just kind of wanted to get a better feel of the details. So let's get to it. I don't want to waste too much time. Yeah, I ordered the phone case for it as well, which clips on with the Molly stripping on there. I'll do another video of that eventually later. I plan on doing more videos of my motorcycle trip and everything, and just general shenanigans in my life. I might get a GoPro or a knockoff brand. Comes with these tie-down straps as well. They seem pretty sturdy and firm just based off the feel of these so far. The rain cover as well for it. And the hydration bladder in here. I already opened it, obviously. I went straight for it. So yeah, let's get a solid look at it. Right away I noticed it's got some weight to it. I don't know how much. It feels like maybe 2 pounds. I'll maybe get an update on that later. Put it in the description down below. So yeah. And excuse me because I'm using my phone for this, so the videography and might be kind of janky. But I've got pretty big hands also, so keep that in mind. It's not the biggest backpack. For comparison, I've actually got my own camel back here. Right, so that camelback I think is like 12 liters maybe of space, right? And I've got a lot of my cook gear in here as well, my camping cook stuff, which I'm going to transfer to one of my side saddle bags. It's not going to go in there necessarily. This is just going to be the stuff I would have in my pockets, all the essentials, stuff I would need regularly on a daily basis. Like half of this is going to go in one of my side saddle bags. I've just been organizing and breaking out all my camping gear and trying to combine it with my bike gear because this is going to be my first moto camping trip. So let's get to this. The beaver tail. Right. First thing that comes up on it, I'm going to try and get some pretty good angles because this is what I had an issue with in most other videos, was the angles and just being able to see how big everything was. So on the very first layer down here, you've got a pretty long, wide, leathery storage pocket along with 3 more for pens, tools, probably your tire pressure gauge. This main pocket in here is pretty deep. Can fit my whole hand in there. Same thing with this one, pretty deep. Right? Probably some of the bigger pockets that are on this bag. This is held in with Velcro, which I did not know. Nobody mentioned this in any other video that I saw. Wider pocket for like a Garmin GPS, right? Strap it down, hold it in place. So, yeah, D-ring clip here. Very sturdy. Yeah, so that's the first compartment, first 2 layers, 1 and 2. Moving along. 2 layers, 3 and 4. This is decent size. I can fit like most of my forearm in there. The thing that I didn't really consider is that you don't have to use the pockets. You could just stuff different stuff in between here. You can just throw in a shirt in between everything here if you wanted, So yeah, this bottom bag down here, this bottom pocket with the zipper, I think is the bigger one out of all the ones in this compartment. This one goes to about my top knuckles. These would be my metacarpal joint, I believe. Metacarpal phalangeal joint. This one's slightly smaller, but it has an extensional part up here, right? So that goes a little higher up. This one, a little bit on the smaller side. 3 of these, pretty tight. I can't even fit 2 fingers in there, barely. 1, 2. This one's a little wider. Alright, so the middle one's a little bit bigger. See, nobody's explained that in any of these previous videos. You can easily spread 2 fingers in there. You can barely fit 2 fingers on the outside ones. And you've got these straps. This one's wider. It's more like pen tool holders there. And the bigger pocket, this one's got more depth to it, I would say. If you stuff this thing, it'd probably be like a solid 2 inches deep. Yeah. The zippered pocket is pretty big. Takes up most of the space here. So fit basically my whole hand in there. I do have a large hand. This is probably the largest zippered mesh pocket in this whole bag. Yeah, maybe throw some maps in there. Maybe some shirts. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I'm going to pack this. Or how I'm going to pack everything. I'll show you guys all that in later videos. But the moly stripping is very, very super unique. Then after this section was the hydration bladder part, which I do plan on using and keeping full. I've got a relatively small bike, a Kawasaki 440 LTD from 1981. Thanks, Dad, for handing that down to me. It only has 4,500 miles, which is ridiculous for such an old bike. Don't think I forgot about this little random weird section. So, I don't know, batteries in there, maybe. Headlamp, maybe. It feels really, really tiny and tight. Kind of an afterthought. Yeah, clip for the hydration tube. So, I'll definitely go over the whole bag again once I have it on the bike, and once I start playing around with different configurations of how I'm going to organize things in there. And please excuse me, I'm going to work on my editing skills. I just have a lot going on. Like, I got to read that whole book and a bunch of other books for school. Yeah, so far, great quality. Obviously, like I said, I've seen all the other videos. And this seems like it's definitely worth the money so far. If you plan on doing something like this for a long time. One big thing I did want to see and check. I have my fingers crossed. I'm a big disc golfer fan. I really wanted to see if I can carry at least one disc in here. And it looks like I might be able to. So please excuse the camera angle again and always and forever for now. What up? Cool. Disc fits in there. We'll see if that's still the same story once the hydration bladder is in there and everything else I plan on packaging. Cool. So, yeah. Thank you, YouTube. And, yeah, I'm going to hit the administration up on my Mega Man 83 account soon. Peace.